ABC General Hospital spoilers reveal Dante is at a crossroads, faced with a revelation that has the power to change everything. As he pieces together the truth about Brooklyn's past and the identity of their long-lost child, he realizes that there is no turning back. The weight of the secret is too heavy to carry any longer, and he makes a decision that will send shockwaves through everyone involved. He will reveal the truth about Gio's identity. Once Dante speaks the words, there is no way to undo them. The moment he confirms that Gio is, in fact, his biological son with Brooklyn, everything begins to spiral. The tension that has been simmering beneath the surface now reaches its boiling point, and the fallout is immediate. For Brooklyn, this is a moment of reckoning. She has spent years burying the past, convincing herself that keeping the secret was the right thing to do. But now, with the truth out in the open, she is forced to face the reality of her choices. The fear of how this revelation will impact Gio, their families, and her relationship with Chase becomes overwhelming, but she is no longer in control of the narrative. Dante has taken that power away, and now they all must deal with the consequences. The biggest shock, however, belongs to Chase. The man who thought he knew everything about the woman he loves is suddenly blindsided by a truth he never saw coming. The idea that Brooklyn had a child is one thing, but the fact that the father of that child is none other than his best friend? It's a betrayal he never anticipated. He had spent so much time trying to create a family with Brooklyn, only to find out that she already had one with Dante. The air in the room thickens as Chase processes the truth. The realization that Brooklyn has been hiding this from him while he was struggling with his own inability to have children cuts deeper than he could have imagined. The anger, the hurt, the confusion, it all crashes over him at once. Dante, his closest friend, has just dropped a bombshell that threatens to shatter their friendship beyond repair. As the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear: this revelation is just the beginning. The family dynamics, the shifting relationships, the lingering emotions, none of it can be ignored. Brooklyn and Dante must now navigate what this means for Gio, while Chase must decide if he can forgive the woman he loves for keeping such a monumental secret. With emotions running high and tensions at their peak, the fallout from Dante's confession is far from over. What started as a buried past has now become the catalyst for a storm that no one saw coming, and the lives of everyone involved will never be the same again. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Vivian is quickly becoming Carly's latest obsession, and not in a good way. What started as an unsettling encounter at Metro Court has spiraled into something far more dangerous. Carly can't shake the feeling that Vivian isn't just some woman from Jack Brennan's past. She's a threat, a living reminder that there's more to Brennan than he's letting on. And the deeper Carly digs, the more she realizes that Vivian is tied to secrets that could destroy everything. The pressure is mounting, and Carly is feeling the weight of it. Vivian's presence isn't just an annoyance, it's a warning. Every interaction, every calculated smile, every time she inserts herself into a moment between Carly and Brennan, it's as if she's silently telling Carly, "You don't know what you're dealing with." And Carly hates that feeling. She refuses to be blindsided. What's worse is that Brennan won't give her a straight answer. He deflects, charms, and downplays Vivian's significance, but Carly knows better. She has been around men like him before, men who thrive on control, who manipulate the truth to suit their own needs. But this time, Carly isn't just dealing with a liar. She's dealing with a man tied to something much bigger, something that could put her and Jocelyn in real danger. And then, the bombshell drops. Carly stumbles upon a piece of evidence, perhaps a document, a hidden message, or an overheard conversation that makes her blood run cold. The truth about Brennan isn't just unsettling, It's horrifying. The WSB ties, the political maneuvering, the way he effortlessly controls narratives. It's all leading to something far more sinister than she could have imagined. And Vivian? She isn't just an old flame or an acquaintance. She is a key player, someone who holds the kind of power that makes people disappear. Now, Carly is caught in a nightmare. If she walks away now, she might be safe. But that's not who she is. Carly Spencer doesn't back down. But if she confronts Brennan, if she pushes too hard, she might not like what she finds. Because Vivian isn't just lingering in the background, she's watching, waiting, ready to strike if Carly becomes too much of a problem. The more Carly learns, the more she realizes she's standing at the edge of a disaster she never saw coming. And if she isn't careful, she might just be the next person to disappear. ABC General Hospital spoilers reveal Drew is dead. His reign of corruption, deception, and ruthless ambition has come to a violent and inevitable end. But instead of bringing peace, his death has only unleashed a new level of chaos upon Port Charles. What was meant to be the conclusion of his treacherous path has now ignited a war among those who fought to bring him down. The people who once stood united against him, those forced to band together in desperation, are now facing the consequences of their actions. What was once an uneasy alliance is now a battlefield, where everyone is scrambling to protect themselves from the fallout. Drew had built his power through manipulation, playing with people's lives as if they were chess pieces on his personal board. He blackmailed, threatened, and forced his way into positions of control, making too many enemies along the way. He had convinced himself that he was untouchable, that no one could challenge him. But he was wrong. One by one, the people he had pushed too far realized they had no choice but to stop him before he could go any further. They did what needed to be done. And now, with his death, the nightmare should be over. But Port Charles doesn't work that way. Instead of relief, Drew's death has only made things worse. His enemies may have been the ones who wanted him gone, but they were never truly prepared for the storm that would come next. The so-called alliance against Drew is beginning to fall apart at the seams. Carly, who once considered Drew a friend, now has to come to terms with the fact that the man she trusted was never the person she thought he was. His secrets ran deeper than she ever realized, and now she's left questioning whether she had been blind to his true nature all along. Nina, despite her long-standing hatred for Drew, suddenly finds herself caught in the middle of a war she never fully understood. One where she is now a target simply for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Eva, who had played a dangerous game in helping to take him down, is now realizing that by getting involved, she may have put herself at even greater risk than before. And then there's Jason, the one person who knew Drew better than most, who once considered him family. Jason knew that Drew had changed, that the man who returned to Port Charles was not the same person who had left. But he never expected it to end like this. Now, with Drew gone, Jason is left to pick up the pieces of a city that is falling apart in the wake of his death. But the biggest question remains, who truly killed Drew? The alliance against him had many players, all with their own reasons for wanting him gone, but no one is willing to step forward and take responsibility. Did one of them strike the final blow, or was there another force at play, one that they never saw coming? The more they try to cover their tracks, the more the truth begins to slip through the cracks. And if the wrong person finds out, everything could come crashing down. In * to General Hospital *, the drama intensifies as Carly Spencer becomes increasingly obsessed with Vivian, a mysterious woman tied to Jack Brennan's shadowy past. What began as an unsettling encounter at Metro Court has escalated into a dangerous situation. Carly senses that Vivian is more than just a figure from Brennan's history. She's a threat, a living reminder of the secrets Brennan is hiding. As Carly digs deeper, she uncovers unsettling truths about Brennan's connections to the WSB and his manipulative tactics. Vivian's presence looms ominously, and Carly realizes she's caught in a web of deception that could put her and her daughter, Jocelyn, in grave danger. Carly's determination to uncover the truth leads her to a shocking revelation. Brennan's influence extends far beyond Port Charles, and Vivian is a key player in his dangerous game. Carly's growing dependence on Brennan's protection blinds her to the fact that she's being manipulated. Jason Morgan, who has always distrusted Brennan, warns Carly about the risks, but she only begins to see the full extent of Brennan's deception when she stumbles upon damning evidence. The stakes are higher than ever, as Carly realizes that Brennan's reach could destroy everything she holds dear. Meanwhile, Michael Corinthos returns to Port Charles, ready to wage war against Brennan. Learning about Brennan's manipulation of Carly and Jocelyn, Michael is determined to protect his family at all costs. Teaming up with Jason, Michael uses his intelligence and resources to dismantle Brennan's power structure. However, Brennan is prepared for their attack, tightening his grip and using every resource at his disposal to retaliate. The battle lines are drawn, and the war between Brennan and the Corinthos family becomes increasingly personal and dangerous. The situation takes a darker turn when Carly and Jocelyn make a shocking confession about a crime Jocelyn committed. This revelation forces Michael and Jason into immediate action to protect Jocelyn's future. They must bury the truth before Brennan or anyone else can use it against them. However, Brennan's keen instincts sense that something is amiss, and he begins to exploit the situation to gain leverage over Carly and her family. As tensions reach a breaking point, the war in Port Charles becomes a fight for survival. Carly, Michael, and Jason must navigate a treacherous landscape of lies, manipulation, and betrayal. Brennan's allies and hidden enemies complicate their efforts, and the risk of someone they love getting caught in the crossfire grows. The battle is no longer just about power, it's about protecting Jocelyn and ensuring Brennan's downfall. In the end, Carly's determination, Michael's strategic mind, and Jason's protective instincts are put to the test. The war against Brennan will leave lasting scars, and the fate of Port Charles hangs in the balance. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: the Corinthos family will stop at nothing to protect their own, even if it means crossing lines they once swore they never would. General Hospital spoilers tease that Jen Sidwell could be a long-lost, unknown Cassadine, just waiting to wreak havoc in PC. Is a stunning family addition about to come to light? Sidwell is a sneaky one, and he tried and failed to get Alexis Davis to view the changes he'd made at Castle. Of course she refused, but he wore her down, and in the Thursday, March 6 episode, Alexis finally went to check out the haunted house. Greasy Sidwell said he had something for Alexis, but there was no way she could have known what it was: the knife used to murder her mother in front of her own eyes. Upon seeing the murder weapon, Alexis told him, "I understand that you're new to Port Charles, but you clearly don't know very much about my family." Aha, there's the zinger. Is Sidwell also a Cassadine? That statement sounds so deliberate and declarative that our red flag is flying. Why would Alexis go out of her way to say that Sidwell knows nothing about the Cassadines unless there is an ironic twist and he actually is one? Sidwell may be playing his cards close to the vest. When he brought out his gift, the dagger that Helena Cassadine used to kill Alexis' mother, it got so quiet you could hear a pin drop. This happened in the Friday, March 7 episode, and after Alexis left in disgust, Sidwell carefully wrapped the dagger, taking care not to touch the handle that now has Alexis' fingerprints on it. What is he up to? What is Sidwell up to? Sidwell appears to be playing a game with Alexis, but to what end? His shady behavior makes perfect sense if indeed he has a Cassadine link. We know that Sidwell is a no-goodnik, but if he turns out also to have Cassadine blood, the danger in PC is now at a whole other level. General Hospital spoilers hint that Sidwell's mysterious behavior will reveal itself in due time. Until then, tell us who you think he really is. The time bomb is ticking for Lois. General Hospital spoilers for March 10 to 14 week leave BLQ at a crossroads, thanks to Lulu's clear-cut warning. Next, Jason Morgan finds himself on a new mission to locate Charlotte, while Jocelyn's life as a WSB agent has just begun. Finally, Drew is getting on the bad books of almost everyone in the town. Who's the latest one he has managed to piss off? Let's find out. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jason Morgan has found some leads on Charlotte Cassadine. The last we saw of the little girl was when Valentin Cassadine fled the town and took her with him. Valentin might have pulled his daughter into danger, but he still loves her very much. Although Jason has a knack for handling danger, it might not be easy for him to steal Charlotte away. However, he has vowed to Anna Devane to bring Charlotte home safely. At some point, these men will clash, and we hope Jason stays in good shape. Meanwhile, Jocelyn Jax begins her WSB training with a new handler, Vaughn. Don't be shocked if you catch Joss shedding her blood, sweat, and tears while learning the craft. As if this wasn't enough, Jack Brennan has something big in mind for his new employee. But will Jocelyn rise to the occasion, or is it too soon for her? Across Port Charles, Carly Spencer is making some choice big enough to turn her life around. Maybe she plans to take things to the next level with Brennan, or pick a fight with her daughter-in-law's lover. After all, Carly has a million reasons to go after Drew Quartermain. Additionally, Nina Reeves may follow suit because the urgency calls for it. What's the matter? Willow Corinthos is moving in with Drew. Drew makes another foe. BLQ finally confesses. The last thing Nina wants for her daughter is to get too attached to him. As for Drew, he's making enemies at the speed of light. Curtis Ashford will soon catch wind of him blackmailing Portia Robinson. Will Drew escape his rage, or will the fallout strike him down? On a lighter note, Isaiah Gannon and Jordan Ashford might make love this week. However, they better watch their back because Jen Sidwell isn't your average baddie. In another part of town, Brooklyn Quartermain crumbles under the weight of Lulu Spencer's warning. Now, she will confess to Dante that he's the father of her child she gave up as a teen. He will be left blindsided, but he won't hesitate to call BLQ out for keeping him out of the loop. But that's not all. Brooke has told Harrison Chase only a half-baked truth, which only involves the adoption part. How will Chase react to his friend being involved with his partner? Lastly, Lois Cirillo is worried sick that her secret regarding Giovanni Gio Palmieri will be out. Don't miss out on more General Hospital spoilers at Soap Opera Daily. Will Gio's paternity be exposed, or will Lois pull off some scheme to conceal it? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.